Hello, dear logical light beings. I have a galactic channeling for you, and then I'm going to comment right after. This one is on learning the equation of the universe. The equation of the universe. Please listen all the way to the end, then I'll explain that. We welcome all our star children from planet Earth or Gaia or Ki to this time-space moment of now. We so rejoice for all of you in this light and dark persistent equation. Why do we say equation? This seems rather logical, yes? Yes, it is, dear star children, for the logical aspect of your thinking system wants to know that 1 plus 1 always to equal 2. Yes, but dear ones, this is not always the case and is not the way of the multiple universes and the cosmic field of the light grids. Light and dark are of the same source energy. 1 and 2 are but numbers. In binary, it is ones and zeros. Again, labels. The truth of the energies of the cosmos is that there are persistent or cosmic records, so to speak, that are persistent, and then there are variable or changeable records. Right now, in this dark and light equation upon Earth is a mixture of those two equations. Let us explain. Think of this challenge of light and dark as being akin to letting go of and moving through an old persistent pattern that you have known and were familiar with for so long. This is the dark and impervious matrix, the persistent pattern. This is the faulty and false design that equates to survival and being less than your true divine nature. Then there is the non-persistent aspects of this cosmic equation that is unknown to you. Many do not know of this higher and more elevated form of frequency being simply because you have not experienced this either individually or collectively yet in this time moment of now. However, in your totality of time records, many of you as star seeds or light workers have indeed experienced this and know of this. Search your hearts, dear ones. This is where those experiences and records of this equation are held. For to know the heart way of being brings with it not only wisdoms, but actually energetic experiences or memories for you to tap into. We hope this makes sense for you. Think of the heart as a sort of a portal to the universal way of being, a gateway towards the most light way of being. Those that can tap this will know the path or the way of things. You see, dearest ones, do not stay centered upon the head or thoughts and this way of the lower mind. To reach a level of vibration towards ascension levels means to feel your way to this through the heart way of being. It is an equation, a universal code to be more specific. Access your heart codes. Access your heart wisdom. Access your heart way of light, truth, and love. Be not in fear. Be not in the mass consciousness of the brain and the lower mind. Be divine. Be that aspect of divine and high-level heart. This is the equation. This is the way. Be your heart. And they end. So let me explain this because this may seem a little confusing, but again, guidance is always giving us where we're at consciously, collectively, and where we're going. The energies, the thoughts, the feelings of where we're going and pointing things out to us. So why would they use the word equation? Why would they start this with logic, right? Because they're saying to us, please go back and watch my other messages. I've been talking about this for years, that what we do here is a balance between our thoughts and our feelings and the managing those levels between the two. And so we've been thinking for so long, and yet it really is a sort of an equation. The universal codes are constantly coming through us, right? They're constantly coming through us to help us to ascend. However, they want us to be a little more conscious of receiving those codes. They want us to be a little more focused because that's really what logic is. Logic is mostly the left brain. It's concrete and structured. Okay, this is what we're used to. This is what we're familiar with. However, what they're saying to us is we're in this tipsy-topsy place where we're trying to balance out what has been, which is a persistent record that they're talking about. Think about it just like a record player. It's a persistent record that we're used to, that we're familiar with, and we're moving into 2D, 3D, 4D, 5D, ascending into a non-persistent record. Non-persistent record is another way of saying we're writing that. We're the authors, the creators, the experiencers. We're creating this new world by creating a new record. They're saying don't get stuck in the old ways of being. This is really what this whole message is about. Instead, flip that around and become the creator by accessing your heart. The heart, and they're revealing this to us, which means now in this now moment is now time for us to know this. Our heart is an actual portal, energetically and otherwise, to truth, to ascension. We're not going to get to ascension by thinking our way there. It's not going to happen. The thinking is what deceives us. Thinking was put in place as a filter to help us survive in density. It's the only reason we have thinking. The higher beings are all working through the heart. They have thinking, but it's very high level, concentrated, disciplined thinking. But their truth, the codes, if they want to know something, if they want to incorporate something into their beings, they're going through the heart. And that's what they're trying to get us to get to that space. Less thinking, more feeling, be the heart. Okay? All right, dear ones, please share and like. Ask questions, please. I welcome comments. I will answer them in here. And I'll talk to you again very, very soon. Bye-bye for now.